Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here, everybody. Let's do our check-in. See what storyline Spirit would like to share with you this afternoon. Collective energy. Collective energy storyline Spirit. Collective energy storyline Spirit. Please and thank you. Collective energy storyline Spirit. Please and thank you. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune. It's a turning point, inevitable fate. In the challenge position, somebody's having nightmares, they're in trauma and despair. 9 of Swords. In the subconscious, excuse me. In the subconscious, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So it's abundance and prosperity. A new financial opportunity. A new cycle. So you got the Wheel of Fortune here. And then here it says a cycle is about to begin anew. So you got the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Pentacles, a new cycle, a new career, a new way to manifest a livelihood. Yeah, a new job, a new lot in life. Somebody's upset. In the recent past. The Lovers, the strength of 2 together. Intentions and expectations. Somebody is disconnected from the Empress. Somebody is disconnected from the Empress. So the Empress is with somebody else on this new cycle, and whoever this is in despair, they have been disconnected from this Empress. And her Ace of Pentacles. In the near future, In the near future, we've got your releasing baggage, the baggage of this Nine of Swords, Four of Cups. You're releasing that baggage with the Six of Swords, and you're moving into your Ten of Cups, your dream come true, your divine union. Someone is in major despair over this. The lens is being looked through. Is you have protection and you're doing fine. In the environment, in the environment, we have a Queen of Pentacles reversed. Somebody's jealous. Hopes and fears. Two of Swords in the upright. The outcome. Tower. Queen of Cups. High Priestess. Compassionate, caring, emotionally stable, intuitive, high moral, divine feminine. Entering into an Ace of Cups union. It could trigger some nostalgia. It could be familiar. It could be from somebody that is from a previous experience, perhaps. Or it could just trigger memories of innocence. The truth. 1. The truth gained a victory, and the Queen of Wands is so courage restores sanity within structure, traditional structure that was using combat that was in competition with you trying to close out this cycle. The cycle is over. The cycle is over. So you're separated, Empress, from whoever this is, and they're in a tower. And there's this Queen of Pentacles reversed who's probably been the one trying to mimic you, or she's jealous of you. She wants to take you out, whatever. She's there in the environment wanting to bring conflict, but you're protected. You're protected. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy storyline, please, Spirit. Collective energy storyline. Sovereign. The Wheel of Fortune has turned. Body in the reverse. Somebody doesn't have a body. Somebody's losing their body. They're in despair. Their body is sick. They could be sick. Important. They're not seen as important. They've lost their status of importance. They're thinking about this Ace of Pentacles. They're thinking about this money. And they don't have a leadership role. They were not able to gain a leadership role. They're not seen as important. The Lovers came together in the recent past. The Strength of two together. Absence. Who was absent is no longer absent. The father of the home will no longer be absent. The Lovers are uniting. The Empress is here, the Mother is here, and somebody's being disconnected. They're being disconnected from the Mother, or the Empress is being disconnected from these people who were trying to steal the leadership role and the status of importance. We've got visitation. They're disconnected. They may be getting visitations. They could be spiritual visitations, haunting the home perhaps. Empress is moving forward, releasing this baggage, moving into divine love. Self-preservation. You survived. You survived, and now you're leaving that baggage behind. You survived, you're leaving that baggage behind, and they're in a tower. They wanna, you were protected, or you are protected. You're able to maintain control. Limelight. You're seen as important. You have protection from those who are important. There's a jealous, devious woman here, or do whatever you need to do with the genders. Queen of Pentacles energy in the reverse. They could be at a crossroads. They don't know what to do. Teacher, they might be trying to talk to their teacher. They don't know what to do. They have to make a choice. They're stagnated. Personality. They don't know what role to play. They're asking their teacher. This Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is asking their teacher, okay, now what? Now what? What role do I play now? They don't know who to be. There's decisions that have to be made. Difficult decisions. They're in a tower. Ouija board. They're in a tower with these spirits. They're having a tower with these spirits. They've been disconnected from the Empress. They're getting visitations. Their home might be haunted. Expectation. Sovereign. This sovereign being, Empress, and whoever here that is with her that is no longer absent, these sovereign beings are expected to take the seat of privilege. These ones have lost their status of importance. There's new leaders. The Empress is here with somebody, a sovereign being who is no longer absent. They're back. And that is like, I think July 1st, I got coming home. And so, and then I got ionosphere, and then I got commemoration. So I believe they came back, or this person came back, or whoever these new leaders are, came back on the day of commemoration. And that's why there's been a lot of stuff happening. Reorganization. So, collective energy, please. Spirit, collective energy. Collective storyline, please. Spirit, collective energy. Somebody has... The wheel has turned. Somebody's body might be sick. They might be in need of a body. They didn't get a leadership position. The wheel has turned and you are in a commitment. Somebody has chosen you to be part of their life. Empress. And somebody's body is in the reverse. They're ailing or whatever. They're having disagreements. They feel like, you know, what they've always felt is that, you know, it's about them and how they feel, not about you. It doesn't matter about you. They've lost their status of importance. They're having nightmares. They could be getting haunted. This third wheel enemy is being held back. In this wheel of fortune has turned. This third wheel enemy is being held back. They're losing their body. They've lost their status of important. They're not seen as important. They could be an absent father. It could be that there's no absent fathers that will be moving forward into these unions. We're not going to have no absent fathers. So the third wheel enemies are being held back. They are depressed because they've been seen as unimportant to the family dynamic. They simply aren't necessary. They don't get a leadership position. They're thinking about money. They're thinking about money. They didn't get a leadership position. They're feeling broken and shattered about this situation. There's no absent fathers moving forward here. It could be that whoever this wasn't, yeah. They want to escape because they're getting what they gave. They're going to experience the betrayal, the pain, the hardship. The Empress is irreplaceable. And they are being disconnected. Oh, somebody wants to have a talk with her. Somebody, her lover, wants to have a talk with her. This one is being disconnected. They're getting what they gave. They're getting everything that they gave. And they could be getting visitations, like their house might be haunted. You know, windows, doors might be opening and closing and stuff. They've been found unworthy. They got disconnected, and it's too late to take any action. Empress was preserved, protected, leaving this baggage behind, moving on into a divine union, a 10 of Cups. Her heart will mend, or somebody wants to fix a connection. Somebody who is no longer absent. Somebody came home. Somebody is home. They returned home, and they are here. And you are being protected by somebody, by perhaps a giant, or somebody seen as important and of high status in a limelight position. So this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is trying to get advice from their teacher, because they don't know what role to play. They don't know what personality to put on. They're at a crossroads. They don't know what to do, who to be. They don't know what to do or who to be. Okay, so let me back up a minute. You're here, you're protected by a giant or by somebody in the limelight, somebody who has big authority, a big big authority. The authority. You could have a soul tie with this person. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles reversed, missed their opportunity. They're going to talk to their teacher. They don't know what to do. They're jealous. They're in conflict. They got separated from love. This third wheel enemy is being held back. They got separated from love. They've been found unworthy. They've been disconnected. They don't know what personality to put on. They don't know who to be or what to become. A reflection. So, being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. They're like, who do I be? This shadow person, this low energy person doesn't know what character to put on. They're in a tower, and there's the Ouija board. So they could be in a tower, like here, like there could be their home could be haunted. Things could be falling apart. They could be, spiritually haunted right now. There's some kind of a soul contract. A secret soul contract that they're in regret about. They want to run away from the shadow. They feel unappreciated. And it's a new chapter. for commitment, for union. Unexpected outcome. Overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed by it. They're getting haunted. Everything's falling apart. They're in a tower. They're in chaos and upheaval. The Ouija board is here, which tells me that there's whatever spirits they've been playing, they're feeling overwhelmed by this. We've got chemistry, passion, they were very passionate about neglecting you. They were very passionate about neglecting you, and now they're confused because they've been detached. They don't know what to do. They miss their opportunity. And they're feeling your absence, and they're feeling the damage that they've caused. And now they don't know what path, what destiny to get on, what path. Envy. They're envious of you. Their body is ailing. They might be sick. They're having disagreements about they're envious of you, and you're not applying attention to them. You're not giving it attention. They've been disconnected from you. Health. Health. You have health, and their health is failing. Because you are healthy, they're not healthy. These third wheel enemies are being held back. They're in trauma and despair. They've lost their status of importance. They're not seen as important. Again, envious. They're envious of you, and they don't know what to do. They're being held back, these third wheel enemies. They're not seen as important to the family. We don't need any absent parents. We need lovers coming together, the strength of two together. We don't need none of that business going on there. So they're feeling broken and shattered. They've been evicted, or they've lost, or they didn't gain a leadership position. And they're thinking about your money or finances. They're thinking about money. Regret. We got regret. In the reverse, this card reads, I know that I cannot change the past. They want to change the past. They're in regret. They want to change the past. They did not get the leadership role. They are feeling broken and shattered. The lovers are together, and there's no absent fathers allowed in these love unions. We're not picking up any of these absent fathers, absent mothers, whatever you want to call them. We're not having that business going on in this new cycle. They want to escape because they're getting reciprocity. The nightmare and the pain that they, and the trauma that they caused for others is coming back to them. So these lovers are here. The father figure is not absent. The match to this Empress, he's here. He's not absent. They're telepathically connected. There's courage. They're acting with courage. The Empress is seen as irreplaceable. Somebody wants to call and hear her voice. She's an abundant being, a nurturer, a mother, with gifts of the soul that benefit herself and others. These ones are being disconnected. They've been found unworthy of connection with the Empress, with the mother. And so they're being haunted. They could be getting hauntings in the house. It's too late to take any action. They weren't thankful. They weren't grateful for anything that they received. The Empress was able to be preserved. She was able to be protected. She's leaving this baggage behind, moving on to calmer waters. Her heart will mend. She's entering into divine love, dream come true type love. These ones are worried. They're worried because she survived. It could be that they are worried about being able to preserve their own self because she's and her partner are disconnecting from them. So they could be worried about their own self-preservation. Without the mother here to nurture them, to take care of them, to heal their wounds and whatever. So the Empress is got a soul tie with somebody in a limelight position, and she's being protected. So, you know, abundance. You were being challenged by beings who aren't abundant. They're this. And they were trying to be you. They wanted to become you. They don't know what personality to put on. They don't know who to be now. And they're in a big tower, and they're being attacked by spirits. So anyway, yeah, you were being attacked. You were being attacked by beings that were not limitless, abundant beings, and now they're being attacked. They have been separated. they're looking at their teacher. They're like, teacher. Or maybe this Queen of Pentacles has been separated from her teacher or his teacher. Do whatever you need to do with the genders. Yeah. Oh boy, what the heck? Okay, so yes, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Pentacles reversed has been separated from her teacher. There's a death here. She doesn't know who to be now. They don't know what personality to put on. They are low energy. They're in a Two of Swords energy, and they don't have any vitality, purpose. Somebody's here fulfilling a purpose. Tower, release, a sudden upheaval with the Ouija board, with the spirits connected to the Ouija board. They're feeling overwhelmed. They're stressed out. Failure. So we've got trust. Trust in the gifts of your soul. You had trust in the gifts of your soul, that which had been seated in you by the Most High. You looked at life with humor. You always focused on the lighter side. Collective energy, please, Spirit, collective energy. Mature woman. Mature woman, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Their body is in the reverse. They could be having problems with their body. They're in disagreement over the way that this wheel has turned for them. They're a third wheel enemy who is envious of this Empress, and they're being held back. They don't know what to do. They've lost their status of importance. They're in a nightmare. They're in despair. They're in despair about your Ace of Pentacles. They're in despair about this wealth. They're in regret. They didn't get the leadership role. They think that they can change the past. They're feeling broken and shattered about this situation. They might be trying to travel backwards in time to make adjustments or whatever. I don't know. Thief. Thief. The Lovers are here together. The masculine is not absent. He is here. He is home. They are telepathically connected. There is courage. They are here confident together. And there is a reciprocity happening to this thief. They wish to escape. They wish to escape. There's a journey. They might need to go make a journey. We got death in the environment, so it could be that they're making a journey which could be in the indigenous culture, going on a transitioning into the spiritual realm. Something about unexpected income. So you lovers are coming into unexpected income. These ones are getting what they gave. They're going on a journey. They've been found unworthy of being connected to you. They were not grateful for anything that you offered or gave. They're a false person. They're getting visitations. It's too late for them to take any action. They've been found unworthy. They might be being haunted. Their household they might be getting visited by spirits. Oh, they're worried. They're worried about self-preservation. For what they did against a high honor couple coming into the house. Empress is being she's being protected by her soul tie, main male, a giant in the limelight position. It could be that this protection is catching the attention of people. Imprisonment. He's imprisoning those who are not limitless abundant beings. He's locking them up. He's locking them up. And you're protected. So this is like these folks are going to purgatory or something. I don't know. Wherever you go when you're really bad, I don't know. So there we've got wealthy man in the reverse. So somebody's lost their money. We've got Queen of Pentacles reversed. Could be lost their money. It could be a wealthy man in the Queen of Pentacles reversed energy, or it could be a Queen of Pentacles reversed in a wealthy man reversed energy. Take it as you do it. As there's something going on here. And whoever this is, they've been separated from their teacher. There's death. They're weighing their options. They don't know what personality to put on. They are a reflection, and they're searching for a main female with purpose, or the main female is here with purpose. This Empress. She might be here in purpose. There's a tower here. Somebody's being haunted by the spirits associated with the Ouija board that they were doing stuff with. They're overwhelmed. The stress is draining them, and they failed. There's failure. They're facing poverty. It's official in the courthouse. They're not getting your wealth. They're not getting your wealth. They're not getting your status. They're not getting your pathway. There's a mature man who's all up in his thoughts about your courtship. They're under adjudication for the toil and labor that they did against the house and your high honor marriage while in the family room. And they're concerned. They're really concerned about these lovers coming together because they are a great fortune. They possess, or should I say, they embody a wealth of energy. And when these lovers come together and create a child together, a new human, full, like you think you're full of light. Imagine two of these abundant light people coming together in union, and they create a child, and they're coming together and they're creating a child together. The father's not going to be absent. He's not absent anymore. But see, as each other, you are this. But both of you, two of you, are dumping this great fortune, and you're going to create a child. These ones are in bad health over the change regarding this whole community and what they did regarding the child. They did not want these children to be born. Or this child. And when you think about it, in the previous cycle and all the trauma and drama and everything that everybody was, and the despair that everybody was always suffering, this is a good change. I mean, it's going to be significant for sure, but at least it will be change, hey? At least it will be change, and something of a positive change for those who have been, those who have been receiving trauma and despair and nightmares and all of that. And now all of that is going back. It's going back on them. And they want to escape because they get to take the journey that they forced you to ride. That carnival ride you've been on. Again, schedule. It's too late to take any action. It's time. The wheel has turned, where everybody's entering into their earned destiny. The third wheel enemies are being held back. The envious don't know what to do. They're in despair. They're suffering anxiety, trauma, and nightmares. They're in despair. They've lost their status of importance. They're not the gift. They're in despair because, they're in despair because the sweethearts are coming together in marriage and eternal love. They're in regret. They want to change the past. They did not get the leadership role. They're thinking about your money, your prosperity. They're feeling broken and shattered. They're a thief. They can't bully you anymore. They're in a nightmare because you earned merit. They're in a nightmare because you earned merit. And you're being reunited with those who are now home, and you have gained merit, abundance, and this is the conclusion. This is the conclusion of this mess. You're courageous. You face fear with confidence. You are telepathically connected with your kingdom spouse. You're wealthy together. You're very abundant. You've got this great light within you that you share together. You're seen as irreplaceable. They want to hear your voice. They want to have a conversation. Oh. So these ones are unworthy. They've been disconnected. They're doing rituals. They weren't grateful for anything that you gave them or shared with them. They could be getting visitations in the house by spirits. They're false. It's too late for them to take any action. They want to apologize for doing these rituals on you. But they're a false person, and you've got your promise. You're seen as high value, and you're receiving justice. These ones are worried about being able to preserve themselves. The coffin is there. You're leaving this baggage behind. You are disconnected from them. They can't tap into you or pull from you at all. Your connection with your absent divine kingdom spouse is mended here. And you are together here in your divine union. So they didn't get your adventure. They're not king or queen of your mountain. And the work that they were doing with others, it failed. Their collaboration fell apart. It's in the coffin. It could be that everybody who collaborated with them to do this to you is in a coffin or imprisoned. You have a protector here and a soul tie with a giant or a person who's seen as very important in a limelight position. He's furious. He could be furious about how they mess with your mind. He's furious about the way they messed with your mind. They've been disconnected from their teacher. There's death. Wealthy man in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Perseverance. It could be that they're going to be met with a challenge, that they will need to persevere. They don't know what to do. It's like, what personality do I put on now? They're a reflection. They have low energy. The main female is here in purpose. Delivering purpose, real estate, mega project, wealth. These ones are in a tower, and there's the spirits attached to the Ouija board. They're feeling overwhelmed and stressed. They failed, and they're in the courthouse. In the courthouse, it's been confirmed or proven that they are in poverty. They have no self-love. They have no self-love. So they can't love anybody else. We got blind. They're feeling awkward. It could be they're feeling awkward because they didn't see you had alliances. They didn't know you had alliances. They figured you were an easy target. And they were tempted. And they have to live and learn. You were the blessing. And they wanted to fight with you. They decided to fight with their blessing. And you're okay. You triumph. And they're having withdrawals. They can't rile you up. They're all fighting. They can't rile you up. You know what's going on. You're ready for it, whatever they're doing. And you're ready for your new family tree. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Storyline for the collective, please, Spirit. Collective energy. They've received a letter and they're waiting. It's the scheduled time. They're sick and sorrowful. There's conversation. People are talking about it. They're not a gift. They don't have any self-love in them. They're a third-party enemy. They're being held back. They're envious, and they don't know what to do. They're having anxiety and worry, nightmares. And they're in despair because they've lost their position of importance or their status of importance. And they're challenged because you're a sweetheart, you're getting married, and you're entering into eternal love. Eternal love. Surprise in the reverse. Could be no surprise. You are a good and moral human. Okay, so you're coming into your Ace of Pentacles at the turn of this wheel. They can't bully you anymore. They can't bully you anymore. They did not get the leadership role. They're in regret. They think they can change the past, or they're hoping they can. This thief is in a nightmare, and they're broken and shattered about this. It could be that you don't regret anything. You're a sweetheart. Faithful. Reunion. Old woman, getting reciprocity, wants to escape, going on a journey. The masculine counterpart to this feminine has returned home. They are together. They have an unexpected income. When their vitalities are together, it's like unexpected. The way that it comes together in the strength. So it's truly a power couple who operates in love. These ones got the message. You've got your promise. You're here with the lovers here. He is here with you, Empress. You are seen as irreplaceable. You've got your promise. You're seen as high value. Justice is being delivered. They want to have a conversation with you. These ones are being disconnected from you. They were not grateful for anything that you did for them or gave to them. They're being disconnected from you and your gifts, for doing rituals on you, for doing magic on you. This false person, it could be being haunted right now. They're getting visitations. There could be doors and cupboard doors shattering or opening or whatever. It's too late for them to take any action. They want to apologize. They're in despair. They're worried about being able to preserve themselves. There's a coffin here, and it's everybody that collaborated with them. Everybody that collaborated with them. They failed. Everybody who collaborated to steal from this Empress are failing. They're going in a coffin. And she's leaving all of this behind. Her heart will mend. The connection that she has with this person who is no longer absent. He is here and in their 10 of Cups, and they're mending their connection. They're leaving this baggage behind. The thief can't steal nothing. They're getting imprisoned. They're not a limitless, abundant being. The Empress is being protected by this person she holds a soul tie with, the main male, who is this giant in a limelight position, and he's furious about the way they've been effing with her mind and the way they've been strategizing against her. You know, it could be that they told him she died. They could have told him she died. Wife. Main male is furious. Her love. Widower. Widower. So you've got Queen of Pentacles reversed, jealous, right, deceitful. You've got a teacher who is a wealthy man reversed. So they have lost their money. And they have been separated by death. Somebody is a widower. And somebody is going to have to live a life of endurement. They're going to have to persevere through extreme challenge without a teacher. without somebody to guide them or support them or to lead them. They don't know what personality to wear. They're sitting here, they're like, they don't know what to do. They're in a Two of Swords. They're like, what personality do I put on? They're in reflection mode. They're in the dim light. They have no energy. Merchant. They can't satisfy the merchant. We've got main female here with purpose, and her purpose is a mega project with real estate. It could have something to do with housing. Like this main female might be in charge of housing, you know? I mean, mega project, like huge projects with her partner here, with her husband. It's like they're providing housing, and these ones here were trying to steal the wealth that was going to go toward, that is going to go toward providing that for people. Housing. So these ones are in a tower. Their house is in a tower. It's haunted by the spirits that are attached to this Ouija board that they've been playing with. They're overwhelmed and stressed out. Their strategy failed. They have no self-love. In the courthouse, it is seen that they are in poverty. There's no self-love in them. They haven't earned anything. There's no value. They're not a limitless abundant being. They're an empty shell. They're an empty shell. And they don't know what personality to put on because they got disconnected from their teacher. Room. Ouija board spirits in the house. So in the house could be the temple. Their temple could actually have hitchhikers in it. They could be hearing things in their mind, spirits visiting in their house. So it could be in the physical house of wood, or it could be in the house of flesh. Definitely in the mind. And they're stressed and overwhelmed. There's no love in them. They are a servant. And they need consolation. This servant needs consolation because they're facing imprisonment for fighting with innocence and love. With the purity of love. Alrighty, everybody. Well, that is that. You know what I really love about this scenario? You know, you see some masculines in this particular 3D reality, and they're out there like boom, boom, blowing things up, annihilating people, rampaging, raging. I'm the greatest destroyer, right? I mean, whatever. It's crazy to me. And even though this person, this giant, is furious over what these people were strategizing against his wife, he's very measured. You would not know what kind of whoop-ass this person is whipping. You would not know. I mean, you might know. And it's the most dangerous kind, because, you know, some people might call it, I think they may have actually called it like sociopathic or something like that. Imagine it's wild to me how these ones who were so cruel and eager of spilling out atrocity and trauma onto the innocent, defenseless one. It's wild to me that they're in this state here now. They were so mean and brutal. See, that's the thing. They're thinking that this giant, they think he's a sociopath. These people who were so brutal and so happy and so freaking whacked, giddy, you know, pleasure, getting so much pleasure out of harming others, loving, hurting others. It's like now that they're getting what they gave, they're calling the deliverer of karmic justice a sociopath, and it strikes me as really, really odd, you know. And what's odd too is that even though he is so extremely furious about the way they have been playing in the mind and strategizing against the people and his wife, he's very measured. And that's the scary part. You know, the ones who don't make a big ruckus, the ones who don't go out and cause, you know, all this chaos that is distracting and annoying. You know, the silent ones who, don't really have to say anything, because their presence alone says enough. It's wild to me how they would use the energy and the essence of these powerful divine beings and then flip it and kind of mutate it and use it against, you know, and it's like weird. Look how happy they were, causing you a nightmare. Look how, and they were wearing all these fancy clothes, dressed up and going into your house, you know. How stupid you were, how easy you were. And they met somebody that was bigger and badder than them. And it's wild that, it's just wild that a sociopath would be calling karmic justice, deliverance, sociopathic. It's interesting. See you on the next one, everybody.